the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? Oh, that's what I meant. Hi, everyone. Very hot out there today. Oh, how are you doing today? We are doing Sagittarius readings. Hi, Sag. How are you? Hi, Stephen. Hi, Good Health. Hi, One Deep. Hi, Incognito. I know you guys are coming on because it's my normal time to come on, but we don't have a verdict in the Diddy trial, and I don't want to waste good space waiting for something. So, and it will happen. I just don't want to waste such good space when I could be doing something better than waiting for some guilty verdict to come through. You know? So I was going to do several, but I wound up spilling coffee for the second day in a row. Now, coffee in magic is very, very protective, very protective. And I guess the spirits are putting coffee on me. So I can only get Sagittarius out. I was hoping to get Sagittarius, Capricorn, and something else out. All right. Um, Hold on, guys. So coffee is very spiritual and protective, but it also means simplicity, clarity, and a return to basics. Um, which kind of makes sense because I have gotten inspired to throw everything out again, which kind of scares me because I think if I'm throwing shit out of my house, then most likely something is coming where I need to clear the energetic space here. And so I've been doing that, cleaning out every single corner, like everything. I guess you could call it spring cleaning, but it was late spring cleaning. All right, let's get this party started for my Sag. How are you, Sag? Let's get the banner up for my Sag. If anybody wants a reading on anything that I elaborate today, please contact me at 213-458-7408. And Sag, this is your no contact reading. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Sagittarius. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Sagittarians are your children. They are your loves. They are your beloveds. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right. Let's lower the stage, Sagittarius. Oh, I should have put P. Diddy Sagittarius reading. Is he a Sag? No, he's a Scorpio. Oh, I did Scorpio yesterday. What if it applied to him? Scorpio didn't have a good reading yesterday. Wonder if it applies to him. All right. Your no contact person is an earth sign. An earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could have something to do with money and could have something to do with a child. So I do this reading in love for love. This has something to do with a person that is promising you money but never delivers. But it's keeping you on bated breath. There seems to be a judgment or an amount that you are waiting on. Or maybe they're waiting on something to come through, but it never seems to come through. Or it has come through and you're patiently waiting, but they're not telling you that it came through. This could be an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that you're waiting on money that will never appear, or you're waiting for a lawsuit that one will never happen, or two may have happened already, but has kept it from you. Leading you to believe that they um, are going to take care of you when the money comes through. Um, this could be an annuity. This could be a grandparent dying. This could be, it's something. This also could be a promise of love once the money comes through. This person is waiting for money to come through before they can take care of you. But ironically, when the money shows up, he's a runner. The person could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius man. It's feeling very much Aquarius first, Gemini second, Libra third. Definitely a lawsuit, a legal contract. They're waiting for something to come through and they're having you wait with them. So now my question is, are you assisting in taking care of this person? Or is this person showing off because it, what they're saying about the money is absolutely true? Is it true from an energetic perspective that he actually gets the money? I don't think he understands himself that what he's hoping is going to come through may never come through. That somebody's going to intercept it, and that he's going to find out that the money he thought, the amount of money that he thought he was going to get is nothing like he thought he was going to get. So literally, let's say this person is waiting for somebody to die. And 20 years ago, they were promised the world from this inheritance. Now the person is waiting to die. Now this person is ready to die. So the guy that you're with, Sagittarius, is knowing that when he dies, he gets all of this, that, and the third. Except that when this person actually does die, the will cannot be found. The paperwork cannot be found. So now all of a sudden, you have someone that passed on that promised you the world in terms of finances, and this cannot be proven. However, the same information that was passed on to him is the same information he's passing on to you. So you're now sticking around waiting. I don't know, you might be in love with this person. I don't know. But I also think that this relationship had something to do with a little bit of trickery, because in order to keep you, Sag, this person is waiting for something to come through and use the information but the information is neither true nor false. It's only true if it comes true. If it's not in the universe yet, you can't call it true. You can't believe it. So if anybody is with anyone like this that's waiting for something to come through, an inheritance, an annuity, a payoff, um, nothing is as it seems. Now, Sag, that is not your fault, but I would be really careful dating someone that is waiting for a payday instead of being with someone that understands that hard work is required. And today is the day for hard work, not for the wishing of somebody, for example, to die. If you come across this man, he's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and has something to do with a contract. Now, maybe I can't pick out all the contracts that are out there in the world, and he's waiting for the contract to come to fruition. It also could be a contract for a job. I don't know. A really big job. I don't know. But it definitely looks like someone that looks sophisticated, is rich. You know, he kind of looks to me in my mind's eye like an African prince, like a Simon Gubadia that is dripping in wealth. But then I question, is he really? And in a long haul, well, we never really discovered if he really had the wealth that he had, or how did he get the wealth that he had? Like, was it on stolen money or time? But it feels like in something like that, where it's somebody's African culture is embellished in money and royalty, and he's about to get all the land, and the story never comes to fruition. Now, the magic card shows up, and this is by all means have consultation with a psychic or a medium who can help dissect this a little bit. You're not crazy though, Sagittarius. You are a little defensive and not believing everything that you hear from this person. You're not 100% excited, like, I want you to get the money so I can benefit. That's not really what you're doing. It would be nice, and it would be nice if it were true, but you come to the table jaded and you're like, I'm jaded, but hey, if you get the money, that's great. Um, this person is also working with the female. I think this female is here to prove his status or something like that. I'm just not believing this guy. To be honest with you, I don't think you're believing this guy either. But he winds up being a no contact person because you do get defensive. There's something in his words that you are no longer believing in. Like, you get it. Like, he finally says something that doesn't make any sense. Sorry about that, guys. I literally felt myself getting ready to choke on water, and then I choked on water. Okay, guys. Um, use your own intuitive skills, by the way, to dissect the reality of this person. For some of you, this person could even be famous, which means he can prove his wealth, but I still don't believe it. All right, let's see what else I can tell you about him. There's something about him that's very spoiled. His car is a dead giveaway. I think he does have a very expensive car. There's something about him that he is covering up. Watch him because he might have a little bit of mental illness. I don't think he's from the country that you're from. I think he's from another country. He is surrounded around really good buddies. And if there's a no contact with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius man, please include his friends, particularly a water sign man or father, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a very loud, aggressive, tall, big body fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I do believe that they're friends with him. Be careful that you had started to fall in love with him, and only now are you beginning to discover things that you don't like. I feel like there's an offer that he's giving up to you, more so that you don't find out who he really is. He seems to like the lie. He seems to like the embellishment of his own story. Be careful that you're about to engage it with him and you don't know him. Be careful that you're about to have a baby. And if you wind up getting pregnant, you're going to want to get married. But really look at the fact that in this reading, he's a no contact, which means you're going to discover that you might have to walk away and that you self sabotage. If anybody is going after an earth sign woman, she is coming back in, but she has not changed. If anybody is going after a Queen of Swords, I don't know, she seems a little suspect too. Let me just make sure of something. Remember, this is your no contact reading. If there's any confusion by the person that I described, and there are times when he kind of has hurt your feelings, then let that be a validation that this is not someone that you can communicate with. One of you two communicates a lot over the other. That's a really bad sign if texting isn't coming back to you. Yeah, there's a pregnancy here. Be careful of a pregnancy. It's definitely showing up. I do get the Fool card. I get there's a lot of money involved with this no contact person. I get that there seems to be a lack of luxury. However, you're going to want to get plucked out of this drama. I see the Tower, which means everything fall apart, especially if you become pregnant. And then all the deception, the road to deception shows up. It's going to be one after another, which I find that to be very typical when a lie is being exposed. When one lie is being exposed, all the other lies also get exposed. And the money you thought was there is not. Let me just make sure something. And the money you thought was there is no longer available to you. You're going to find out that this man has had affairs or another person the whole time. I see misery, but remember, this no contact is for a reason. So I see a baby coming out of this union. If that is something that you want, if it happens and you want it, just take your baby and run. It's okay. Like, don't look for the completion of the story with this guy. This guy is probably has some history with getting arrested, doesn't have the money you thought he had. His friends help embellish his story. They're all liars. Um, I feel like he's definitely an earth sign person because that's what I got initially under the Page of Pentacles. For some of you, it'll be an earth sign person, and for some of you, it will be an air sign person. Ultimately, what is that smell? Ultimately, you're going to get victory because you stand on your morals. Once you come out of this confusion that he put you in, you get victory as long as you stand on your morals. If anybody is going after a fire sign woman, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sag, I don't know if love is your best opportunity in the month of July because even as fire sign woman is confusing to you. She's a multitasker. She's tired all the time, but she does a lot. She does a lot of everything, but does you. Um, it's just for the month of July. I do see marriage for some of you, but ironically, I see it with the older gentleman. Someone who is advanced in their age above you is probably the one that you could invest in better. So, a little bit of patience, but marriage is mandated. Oops, sorry. Marriage is mandated. It looks like marriage is a better equation probably in August through the new year. And everything about you and your lifestyle will change forever. By this time next year, you won't be where you're at right now. There also could be a baby that comes through. If a baby comes through, it may come through someone that you thought it would be, and it turns out to be someone totally different. But the marriage is also going to be with that one that is totally different than you thought. Whatever you do, Sagittarius, do not beat yourself up while you're trying to navigate your love interest. Too many people are out here playing games, and don't take it as if you're doing something wrong. I have found that there are so many people out here playing games that it's hard to stay focused. But all I want for you is to stay aware. Stay aware. There is somebody that is coming. He looks like he has a lot of money. He looks like the type of person that you really want to be with. He also has the ability to do this longevity, which is why I got Simon Guobadia, in terms of someone that plays off their wealth a lot. But I have to question um, what they do for a living and how is it sustainable. Somehow it is sustainable, but you'll discover that there is something suspicious And it's through that discovery that then the lies come running out. Now, this might make you fall in love with the person, might make you want to have a baby with the person, and that might be something that comes to fruition. And then you find out, like, oh my God, who the fuck was I dating? I think that a baby is something that you wanted anyway. So you'll be really surprised how somebody can come through, give you what you want, break the ice, but you may not have that person. But right behind that person is somebody else. And I know that's not the scenario that most of us want, right? We want the father of the child. I get it. I get it. But we don't live in that society anymore. So what you're going to get is a relationship that looks healthy. You move forward, less caution, a baby ensues, and then you start to discover and unravel some lies. And because Sagittarian, you're a pretty upright citizen, you're not one. You're not going to want to deal with someone that can lie so much. You also may discover that there's another woman around, and that might be the final straw. Now, all of this looks very dramatic. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes you could take the reading and be fully aware and look out for what I've been saying. People always come back to me like, "Oh my God, you were so right," and I get it, but I like to be right where you got the information and used it appropriately. So, if I'm right, then just know that this is not the one, and sticking in crazy town is never going to be your job. Like, get out so you can go meet your husband who's really there. And you're right, it's not going to be the father of your child. What era are we living in that we think that that scenario still occurs? I would prefer to believe that the right man is coming along and I'm not blocking him by staying with a jackass because he's the father of my child. Remember, the child chooses the mother. The mother chooses the father. The child's not coming through for all of this drama. The child came through because of you. So if you choose another father alternative, the child's going to be fine. I promise you. All right. Was it a little hard getting there? I feel like it was. Your final outcome, your word card is they said I changed a lot. I said a lot changed me. Now, what does that mean? That means if you wind up with a jackass and people are laughing at you, one day you're going to wake up and you'll get the last laugh. Because once you recognize that something is definitely not it, what part of you do you think is not going to change? And you will never be invested in these kind of antics ever again. So people can say you changed a lot. Let them. But you know how you had to change and become aware and become intuitive and watch the body language and listen to the words that comes out of a jackass's mouth. Sorry, guys. I said I was going to change. That's not happening. I just love the curse. All right, guys. Let's get the final outcome for Sagittarius. Well-deserved reward. Let's see where we're at with that. 93. Everyone keeps getting cards around the same number, all in the 89, 90, 93. Well-deserved reward, discipline, compassion, satisfaction. Your efforts are paying off. When this card appears, it suggests that you have seen or will soon find your relationships falling into place. It hasn't been easy, but you had the discipline to persevere. As you work to create fulfilling relationships, you sometimes have to give more than you would like. But you've seen the positive results of that action. You kept the ultimate goal in mind. Be proud of yourself. You've shown that you have self-reliant and confident. You've entered a phase in your life where you're dealing with others, where your dealings with others will become effortless. Be considerate and compassionate in your interaction. There is less need for confrontation. Diplomacy is the best approach. As you move forward, expect to feel satisfaction with your accomplishments, especially regarding in love. You're being blessed for your hard work. All right, everyone. Sagittarius, let me see what everyone has to say. Love you, girl. I'm getting a reading soon. Oh, thank you, Dara. Let me go way back up, though. Hi, Stephen. Hi, 1D. Hi, Incognito. Hi, Lexol. Hi, Creative Soul. Hi, Dara. Love you, girl. I'm getting a reading soon. Hi, Carlito. If anyone wants to get a reading with me, what time is it? 11:13. Please contact me at 213-458-7408. All right, guys. I'm going to get going. Next up is Capricorn. Capricorn, no contact. Who's your no contact person? 213-458-7408 if you want to elaborate on anything that I said. I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune us today. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.